Good morning. Let's try again. Apologies for that. Hopefully if you joined my first opening live, the first one was a bit of a washout because it wouldn't connect, and then I didn't have anything on the screen. It was just frozen, but I think we're here now. So thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you'll be able to find me if you've not seen us the first time round and you've caught us the second time round. Fingers crossed we're good to go. So it's Monday morning, 25th of November. Goodness me, a month before Christmas Day 2024. My name's Jenny McCormac and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and hopefully after all the issues that I've had, I picked up a cold over the weekend and I had a coughing fit before I started first time round. So let's crack on and hope that we get through everything this morning. We're using this stamp set called Cake Celebrations, as you can see. This is one of our online stamp sets, so you won't see it in a printed catalogue, but you can find the information online, and I will add that link in the comments when I've finished this morning. Hi friend, good morning to you. And this makes two, well, you can use it for a lot of things actually, but makes two different sizes of cake, or you can layer them up to make different layers of cake. We have a cake stand, we have some candles, flames, and some little sparkly bits, and then this is 3 different stamps. So we have a block, we have the 2 layers here, and then this detail. And there's lots of ways you can put this together. So you can have these on top, you can have them on over stamped on top of those. Same with this one here. And then we've got some flowers and some leaves and some lovely sentiments, very relaxed style of sentiment. Thanks, Caroline. So I feel alright. Sound worse than I feel. We've got celebrate, birthday, so we've got happy birthday, wedding, wedding day, anniversary. So nice combinations. So this will be our stamp set of the week for this week. It's just £20. You can buy the matching dies that go with it that cut out all of these elements, plus extra elements like icing dripping down the side. The stamps are £20, the dies are £20, but you can buy them both together for £36, so a really good price. I've got 2 layouts in mind. I haven't quite decided which way I'm going to go, which ones I'm going to do, but I've got a white card and a basic beige card, so I thought I'd do a chocolate one and then a sort of pinky strawberry creamy one. I've got just an off cut of card, so this is going to go here, and I'm going to stamp this with a background and then pop this layer on, and then this one I'm going to do that way round and have a sentiment here and the cake inside. Now these are actually quite interchangeable. Let's start with this one. Oh, here's the postman coming. So that's going to go onto there. So what I'm going to do is stamp a sentiment going down here first as my background. So I think celebrate would work perfectly. That's a birthday. That is happy. Anniversary. It'll be that one, won't it? Celebrate. Does that fit? Ooh, yes it does. Now that was absolutely more by luck than judgment. So let's pop that on a block. So this is going to be my chocolate cake. So all I'm going to do is stamp this going down because it fits exactly, I'm just going to do it right the way down. If it was too big or too small, then what I might have done is sort of offset it, like so. I'm going to use early espresso, I think, for that background for my chocolate cake. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. It was absolutely foul here, Saturday and yesterday. Lots and lots of flooding. Luckily, not where I am, but in lots of the villages and things around, it's been really bad. Buckingham, Banbury, Toaster, all bad. So I'm just going to put Celebrate all the way down, I think. Just doing it by eye. It's a nice relaxed font, so it's quite forgiving. And I have no idea what the measurement of this is. I will measure it for you. 5 centimetres, maybe a little bit more. Okay, and that one there. So that's our background, like that. So this is crumb cake card. This is basic beige card. That's going to go onto there. And then I'm going to have my stacked cake going up here. And then the nice thing about this is this could be anything. It could be celebrating an anniversary, a birthday. So what you could do is leave it blank inside and then just add your sentiment on the inside when you're ready. Now I'm hoping, just wipe that one down. And put that away. Here's the cake stand. I'm hoping it's going to fit in there. Just about. It's a little bit borderline, but I know that the edge of the stamp is wider than the actual image. Let's grab a piece of spare paper. This will do. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just going to give that a clean. I've not used this set other than just to stamp out a few images. Okay, so this is going to go at the bottom. I need to poke out that tiny little piece as well. Oh, there it is. So this is from our Everyday Essentials dies. It's got circles and rectangles. So I'm going to put this right at the bottom. And hope it fits in there. Ooh, just literally just fits in. Let's pick that one out altogether. Often it will be attached at the back. There we go. So I'm now going to layer up my chocolate cake. So I've got crumb cake, I've got pecan pie, I've got espresso. Let's start with, let's get them all out, let's put that to one side. So crumb cake, espresso, pecan pie. I suppose I could have a sort of yellow for a sort of vanilla-y colour. Let's start with this one here. So you can have great fun with this, layering it up. Let's start with crumb cake. Perfect. So you want to give it a little bit of an overlap as you look at it. It's quite deceptive. Very often what happens is people look at the edge of the stamp and not the image, and you have to remember that the stamp is bigger than the image for these particular stamps. Our reversible ones are the same on both sides, and very often what happens is people will stamp that and they end up with a gap. So if needs be, just bring it down slightly from where you would expect it to be. Okay, are we still live? Yes, we are. Good. Right, let's have some of these sort of fillings. So this is pecan pie, so I'm thinking, yeah. So again, you want to bring it down from where you think it might be, like so. And then I'm going to use, I think, espresso and sort of put that in between. Yeah. And it's a cake, so it doesn't have to be exact. I could just cut the top of that, look. Okay, let me bring that up so you can see. Now, if you don't like the gaps, you could stamp another layer. Let me see. I'm going to try that. So this is crumb cake. I'm going to stamp it off and then sort of stamp it in those gaps. You can hardly see it, can you? Let me do that again. There we go. And then I'm going to do that. Just ink the top of that one, put it in that gap there. Like so. Just so I filled it in, basically. Like so. And then I could add the smaller layer on top, or I could put candles on. I think as we're going up, let's put the smaller layer on top. Why not? Put that one back. So I'm going to do crumb cake again, so a solid one. So, and as I say, just bring it down so that it is, it looks like it's really overlapped, but I promise you it isn't. Okay, and let's have, so we've got, excuse me, I've got a bit of extra interest here that you could stamp on, so let's add that on here. So I'm just doing crumb cake again, just give it that little bit of texture so that you can see that. And I could do the same on the bottom layer, but I'm going to leave the bottom layer as is. And then let's have another little sandwich layer on the top, I think. So I had pecan pie and espresso. There's that one, like that, and then espresso. I wouldn't normally do it right to the top, but because I've caught the edge of the ink pad there, I'm going to cleverly, hopefully, cover that up. Actually, I did it like that, didn't I? Between. Like so. And I'm going to do another layer on the top. Oops. Go. And I want one more because I want to cover up my extra little bit of ink that appeared. There we go. So, oops, a bit wonky, but it will do the job. I've sort of wandered off to the left, haven't I? Okay, so let's bring our card back. Like so. So I'm going to lay my Celebrate layer down. I'm going to keep this nice and flat. Oh. My glues have been upside down. Okay, so this has got the stamped Celebrate all the way through. Can have that off to the left. That measurement is, yep, 6 centimetres, but it was just literally an off cut. And then my cake is going to go here on the right hand side, and I'm going to pop that one up with dimensionals. Find some larger ones. So there we go. Just popping 5 on there, and I do like the style of these sentiments. Oh good, thanks Fran. Fran says that several of her tiered cakes went off wonky. Okay, like so. And if I can find them, I do have some sort of metallic-y gold sequins that I might be able to, let's see what I've got. Oh, I've got these ones. Oh, I've got gold. These gold sequins. Let me grab these out. There we go. Excuse me for coughing. So I'm thinking, I could put a row across the top. If they'll fit. Just about. And 5. Got a bit of something attached to it. There we go. Whoops. Let's find some glue for that. There we go. So there's our first one. Sorry, I realised that my adhering of those was off camera slightly. So there we go. There's that one that says celebrate with a slightly wonky cake. And then let's do this one here. Put these colours away. And this one I'm going to put in a circle. And I think what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to stamp a sentiment across the bottom. Excuse me. And I may also put celebrate on either side of that as well. So this is fresh freesia. So I've got fresh freesia, petunia pop, and I've got daffodil delight for some sort of sponge. So let's put petunia pop on top of here, so it's slightly darker. And I'm going to use, just turn this over, oh, not much cleaner on that side, let's go for it. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this round either side, so. And then I'm going to put happy birthday or happy anniversary, whatever. That's the celebrate. Like so. Yeah. And I think what I'm going to do is offset this slightly. Because I know it'll be tight to fit that one in without a huge gap. So that's the left hand side, like so. And oops, like that. So there's my celebrate backing. That's going to go there. Actually, I'm going to put another one in, because I don't want it too far to the right. Ooh. Just going to put one here on the bottom. Like that. And I'm not worried if it sort of overlaps the other one, because that's going to be hidden behind anyway. Okay. So that's going to go onto there, like that. My circle is going to go there, and I'm going to stamp a sentiment here on the bottom. Let's open this out. And let's have happy birthday. And there we are, we're nearly done. Obviously you can add your cake and things like that on the inside as well. Let's just stamp this off because I haven't used it yet. So birthday. And you'll often see me stamp these words separately, because often there, well, as I said before, there is a area of the stamp around the edge, and if you try and sort of put the two together, often you'll find there's a bigger gap than you really want. So doing it separately allows you to put the other one close together. So there's my happy birthday. My celebrate is going to go on the top. Could have done it a little bit higher, couldn't I? And then my, ooh, that was a bit close, wasn't it? I hadn't thought of that. So just as well I didn't do it any higher. Like so. Right, let's pop a cake on here. I think what I'm going to do is maybe a pebbled path base, just to ground the whole thing a little bit. And this is going to be a single layer, but maybe I'll add some flowers and things on the top. So just bring that over. So that's pebbled path. And then let's have our base layer. So this is going to be fresh freesia, I think. Let's have a look and see. Yeah. Okay, so again, make sure you're bringing it down. Sorry, I realised that I'm a little bit off. I've moved my camera. So bring it a little bit down so it's overlapping. Like so. So I'm just looking at that height. Let's put in one layer of, let's do this, do it daffodil tonight. What have I done with that? So it's going to be like a creamy sponge with icing. Okay. Sorry. So there's that one. And let's put so I'm just inking up the top of those two layers to go in between. Like so. And I'm going to do it again and just position it slightly higher to fill that in, like so. And let's add some candles, I think. So I could do a line of candles or just candles in the middle. Let's have those in petunia pop. I'm going to put another set to the right, another set to the left. Like so. Let's add the little flames. If I can find them, there they are. quite sure which way these need to go, if it even matters. Oh, I see, it goes down and up and down. So it sort of matters. Hopefully you can see those like that, and I think that's it. I might put a little bit of ribbon if I've got some ribbon to hand, just on that bottom bit there. Let's close up these ink pads. That will improve everything, won't it? Okay, is that in the right place? Yes. Okay, so that's going to go there. This is going to go, I really want it as far left as I can get it. Like so. I'd stick another Celebrate in there, you know. Just because I don't want that gap. And that was Petunia Pop, wasn't it? On Fresh Freesia. And it's this one here. That's better. Okay, so I could add some ribbon as a little bow, or I could add some gems on there. And can't see any Fresh Freesia ribbon at all. I do have some white, which I could colour in. I'm just going to do a little bow and see. It may be too big, too much. So it reminds me I must order some more ribbons. Just tying a bunny ears bow. Just making it really small. Okay, let's trim that down. So I can either put it on the base there or on the centre of that bit of cake. Let's pop that layer down and we're done. So although I've done 2 cards instead of the normal one, we are on the usual sort of time, hopefully. This is going central to my card. And then this is going just off to the left. I don't want it to cut out the H of my happy birthday. And that's going to go on dimensionals as well. And we're done. So great for celebrations of any kind. Weddings, anniversaries, birthdays, congratulations, engagement, all of those sorts of things. And no calories will be consumed on receipt of this card. Let's pop this. I'm going to pop this on there just to give it a little bit of extra interest. Just trim that one to the same length. And I've got glue dots here somewhere, but in the absence of glue dots I'm just going to add a little bit of wet glue. If I've got the one that I started earlier. It's pop it in the middle. Give it 10-20 seconds for it to start to set, and then we're going to pop that on. Let's pop these away. So I hope you like this. This is called Cakes Celebrations, and we didn't use the flowers. I was going to use the flowers, but we didn't get around to that. But do join us on Thursday to see some stepped up versions of this. I didn't purchase the dies because I'm using just for coffee and card. But there are the dies that go with it that obviously cut out the cake, and you can cut it out without the stamps, of course. And I'll pop the link to this set. It's our stamp set of the week, so if you purchase it from me in the week this week, then you'll get all of the components for the cards that I make online. Right, let's put these away. And you've got these great little bits of shading, as I said, that you can use. I've lost the one that was there. What have I done with that? Okay, it'll be here somewhere, she said. Okay, let's pop our bow on. And your best thing is not to press it down with your finger and transfer the glue. Use your scissors or a pokey tool or a bone folder, something like that. Thanks, Fran. They're rather sweet, aren't they? And who doesn't like cake? So that will hold nicely. Well, it will shortly. Okay, so there's that one there. I'll give it a bit more of a push in a minute. And then my slightly wonky chocolate cake. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. Apologies for the delay and the technical hitches, but we're good to go now. So I look forward to doing these at Coffee and Cards, starting this afternoon in Toaster and tomorrow morning, excuse me, in Brackley, and then again on Friday afternoon in Brackley. Thank you so much, everyone. I will be back on Wednesday, and I've caught up with most of my kits now, so I am going to be featuring some more of our online exclusive stamp sets. So I hope you're able to join me Wednesday morning at 10 AM. Thanks so much, everyone. Do take care. Bye for now.